Hi. Okay, so I've made an executive decision. One, good morning. Happy Monday. I'm off today. The new owner of the company was like, why don't y'all take Monday and Tuesday off this week? And we were like, no, sir, we can't. We just can't do that to you. Not really. We all said, thank you, kind sir. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Anyway, and I'm off Wednesday too, so I have 5 days off in a row. Yes, I do. So the executive decision: one, I blow dried my hair straight, and two, I have that ready to go. Now my hair is at that weird length, yeah, that it's too long to keep me cool, but too short to really go up in a good ponytail. I don't care. I don't care that it looks like a hot mess because it's hot out here. You know what I'm saying? Although we're kind of low on the humidity scale. I mean, it doesn't feel very humid. The humidity on my phone says it's like 85%, but there's a nice cool breeze. I don't understand anything that's going on with the weather. Oh my goodness, I need to put on my sunglasses so I can see where I'm going. Well, anyway, second executive decision was to leave the house because I've been in the house for the last 2 days. Now, I know some of y'all are housebound and you're like, oh, boo-hoo. I'm sorry that you're housebound. I really am. I need to get out of the house. I am a better person when I can get out of the house and just go walk through an antique store alone. I don't need anybody to go with me. I'll just go walk through it alone. Now, would it be funner and gooder if I could walk through one with a friend who would giggle and laugh with me? Sure. But my friends have plans and families and they do things. So I just go alone. I don't care. I used to go with my mom. My sister's working today. You know, they work at a marina. And obviously the 4th of July weekend is a very busy weekend for a marina. Yeah, that's where she is. And my dad went to, he drives all the way to Jasper. If you're not aware, that's a good, 45 miles from here. But he drives all the way up there because this man, Tony, has cut his hair ever since Billy Powell passed away. When Billy Powell passed away, he started seeing Tony. It might have been when Billy Powell retired from cutting hair, but I can't really remember if he retired or he just passed away. But either way, he had to stop seeing Billy Powell, so Tony started cutting his hair. And my dad's like myself, you know, he's got curly hair. It's kind of curly and straight all at the same time. This up here's straight, just like mine, and this back here's curly, just like mine. The men in that side of the family, some of them had such curly hair that they literally had afros. No lie, afros. Picked out, humongous afros. Yes. Any of my cousins on here can testify to that. The older men didn't really get the curls. I mean, like the fro curls, but some of the kids, big fro curls. Anyway, I mean, it's fine. It's perfectly fine, right? Okay, where am I heading? Thanks for asking. I'm going to an antique store. Did I finish the story about my dad and Tony? I don't know, I guess. Well, anyway, no, I didn't. So, Tony was in Marietta, the same place where Billy Powell was. By the way, Billy Powell helped me get my job at the sheriff's office. He's the reason I am what I am today. A sarcastic little heifer. Yeah, because that's what the sheriff's office did to me. But anyway, let's just tell you my whole life story. I went to work for the police department in, I think it was either 81 or 82. I know I was there in 82 because that's when my nephew was born. And I was still in high school. And I was working part-time in records and ID. And when needed, I worked in dispatch. Yeah, basically 911 call center. But we didn't know what 911 was back then. So here I am, a high school student, bringing my books to work when I had to work dispatch because I would answer the phone and write down the information on a card and send it on its merry way up to the dispatcher. And I would do my homework when there wasn't any calls, because way back then, Cobb County wasn't 800,000 strong, you know, like it is today. It was kind of more of a rural county. We still had farmland and stuff. All we have left now is houses and businesses. Yeah. So when I graduated, I needed a full-time job, because when I turned 16, I was making $60 a month on disability because my mother was disabled, and any child under the age of 18 also got a check, right? Well, my mom gave me the check. She didn't keep it. She was like, here, it's yours. It's got your name on it. So I bought a car, and it was $800, and I bought it from my neighbor, and it was a pest control vehicle before I got it. So my car stunk really bad, so I rode a lot with the windows down because you couldn't stand the smell of it. Anyway, that $60 a month helped me pay my car payment, and also working at the police department helped and bought me gas, basically. And my mom had me covered on her insurance until I got a full-time job, and then she was like, you're on your own, chick. And I was like, cool. So anyway, that was that. So I then went to work for a heating and air company, and I absolutely hated it. Well, one, mostly because I didn't receive any training. It was like, oh, here, this is what you do. And I was 18, and I was absolutely clueless on anything she was talking about. I need you to go do inventory in the back on all the air conditioner units, you know, big 1 ton and 2 ton air conditioner units. And I'm like, what's inventory? I mean, I know what inventory is because you're counting a bunch of stuff, but I got no training. I hated it. I think you're way more successful at a job when you actually get trained properly. Yeah, imagine that. But anyway, then I later became a trainer. I'm at the antique place. So anyway, I had already put in to go to work at the sheriff's office, but I wasn't getting a call. And they used to always say you had to know somebody to get a job there. So I told my dad, I said, I don't know why they're not calling me. And he said, well, let me talk to Billy Powell. And I said, okay. He was a lieutenant there. And so he went and talked to Millie. Millie was the hiring person, and said, you know, she's already worked at the PD. I think y'all need to give her a chance. And that's when I got hired to work there. And I stayed there for 30 years full-time. And then I retired and went back part-time for 4 years. And then I moved to the new house, the house I'm in now. And I met my neighbor, and she offered me $6 more an hour starting out. And I was like, okay. And it was hard. It was very hard because all I knew was the sheriff's office, but I knew I had to keep this job or I was going to lose my house. And I didn't want to lose my house because I had just bought it, you know. But everything in my house broke within the first year or two. And I was like, I'm gonna need a little extra money here because this $12 an hour isn't getting it. So anyway, that's how I ended up at the sheriff's office. And that's how I ended up at my new job. And I don't know how we got there, but I'm going in the antique store. So I will chat with you later. Okay, hi there. So I was in the antique store, and my friend Kim called me. And by the way, I've got like 14 friends named Kim. So one of my Kims called me, and she said, we were just chatting, and I told her about these candles that I like by Black Forestry Candle Company. I don't know. Something like that. Anyway, so I told her, I said, oh my gosh, this antique store has the candles because I've been ordering them online, and I like them because they're soy based. So anyway, she said, do they have a vanilla? And I said, yes. And she said, pick me up one and I'll pay you back for it. And I said, okay. So then she said, well, I'm kind of out your way. You want to meet for lunch? And I was like, well, sure. Yes, let's meet for lunch. Absolutely. So we had a surprise meet for lunch, and we went to Keegan's Keegan's Irish Pub, I did not have a pub. Although, I did have beer batter dipped fish and chips. Well, the chips weren't beer battered, but the fish was beer battered. So that's probably going to give me an overabundance of gluten for the week. But it sure was good. It sure was good. Fish and fries and coleslaw. And the sweet tea was off the charts sweet. And then she ordered a brownie, Kim did. And I had a bite of that brownie, and my word, it was like heaven. Heavenly, I tell you. And I was like, I can't have any more. I cannot have any more. I'm going to wake up dizzy in the morning. Because that do be what gluten does to me. Anyway, now I got to go to the grocery store. Isn't that fun? But I've decided to try a new recipe for potato salad. And it uses sour cream. So I'm going to get the dairy-free sour cream. It has red peppers, which I may not put the red peppers. I'm not a bell pepper girl. Now, I like those miniature little peppers because I put my dairy-free cream cheese on them. But, I don't know. There's something, I don't know. It doesn't matter. Mayonnaise and mustard and pickle relish. So I'm just going to use my mustard that has the pickle relish in it that I got at Publix, and the sour cream, and I'm going to add fresh dill and cucumbers, which I'm not too sure about that either. Even though I like cucumbers, I just can't picture it in a potato salad. Celery. Okay, so I'm taking out more than I'm adding in, but I'm kind of a minimalist when it comes to potato salad. I'm really just wanting to try it with the sour cream and the dill, the fresh dill from my dill plants. I need to get some use out of them since I'm still not growing any cucumbers. I was going to try to make pickles. But anyway, it was really good. And I think I saw someone in there I knew, I think. So I used to go to church with this lady named Cheryl. And Cheryl met someone online, and I can't remember if he was from Ireland or Scotland. He was from Scotland. I think he was from Ireland. She flew over and met him, and then he flew back here with her, and anyway, they got married, and they're still together, and it's been like 20 years ago. Yeah. And I think he was in the Irish pub, and I told Kim, I don't know if I think it's him because he's Irish and he's in an Irish pub. But I'm pretty sure it's him. Yeah. I started just to say, hey, Phil, is that you? But I didn't. And then I pulled the picture up of him on the Facebook because Cheryl and I are Facebook official friends, right? And I pulled him up and showed it to Kim. She said, it looks like him. But by that time, he had already gotten up and left, so I didn't speak. But I will say the only downfall about the Keegans was the bathroom. And that's because it was nice and clean, and they had the paper, and they had all the things you need. But when I turned on the water to wash my hands, you know how sometimes you have maybe a soup in your sink, and you turn on the water, and it hits that soup? Did I say soup? I meant spoon. It hits that spoon just right, and it flies up at you. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's what their sink did to me, and the whole front of my shirt was soaked. Okay, it wasn't that extreme, but still, I told Kim, I said, when you go to the bathroom, don't turn the water on like you want good water pressure. Don't do it, and kind of stand to the side when you do it anyway, because she had on a white shirt. I said, because you're going to get soaked. I'm soaked, but my shirt doesn't show it like your shirt's going to show it. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, that's that. And, so what did I buy at the antique store, you ask? Well, I'm glad you asked. I bought me a candle, another candle, because I'm addicted to these candles. I hope it is as good as the other ones that I bought. The other scent I bought was Sipping Sunshine, and it smells phenomenal. And it smells in other parts of the house. You know what I'm saying? And I told Kim, I said, it's like they're strong, but they're soft. They're not overpowering candles. And that's what I like about them. All right, so I'm at a stoplight. I bought me a chicken. Isn't that a cute chicken? And then I bought my friend Lisa something, because she's always buying me stuff. And she loves dragonflies. And she don't watch my videos anyway. And if she does, she'll know she's getting a dragonfly, right? Right. I'm driving again, so you're gonna have to hold up for the next item. I mean, there's not a lot of traffic on the road. This smell is ginger patchouli. And I think it says Black Forest Candle Company. But y'all can see it. And they do sell online. So you can order it online. There. Smells amazing, doesn't it? Yeah. If only we had smell-o-vision. You remember Emeril Lagasse, and he would say, if something about you wish you had smell-o-vision, so you could smell what I'm cooking here. You need smell-o-vision to smell of that candle because it smells amazing. Yes, it does. I hit every hole in the road. My mother used to tell me that. She was like, why do you have to hit every hole in the road? I said, I don't know. I think I'm just drawn to them. It's not intentional. I don't aim for them, but apparently my car likes them. I don't know. My dad told me the same thing when I picked him up at church a few weeks ago. He was like, there's a hole! As I hit it. He said, I know where it is, so I know to avoid it. And I was like, well, obviously I don't. And even if I did, I'd probably hit it anyway, like I did that one. They might need to repave this road someday. Oh, I put my car in sport mode. No wonder it's trying to fly away with me. Fly away with me to another world. That's not the song that I wanted to sing. I can't find my sport button. There we go. Let's get it off sport, because when you're in sport mode and you hit the gas pedal, it's like, it's just like that. It's like you're just on the Indy 500 or whatever. Okay, I gotta get my mind together to go in Publix so that I can get the things that I need to make the potato salad. Although, I think I've already talked myself out of the bell pepper and the cucumber. I just think the cucumber would get soft. Ugh. But I may do those little sweet minis, those little sweet peppers. I may put some of those in there because I like those. I like that crunch, but I don't know. Big bell peppers have a different taste, and I don't like that taste. I don't like it at all. So anyway, so basically I'm going to use this recipe, and then I'm going to make it mine, because that's what I do. That's what I do be doing. Okay, I'll be back. All right then, just real quick. I'm not getting notifications on Facebook when I have comments, so I do realize I have missed some comments. I mean, none. No notifications. If I don't go to the actual video and look at the comments, I don't know that there's any. So I must say, I'm sorry to Connie, but my best friend Kim beat you to the punch. She posted like 18 hours ago, you painted your door. And I missed it because it was under another comment she had made, and I wasn't clicking on those, so I was just going to the new ones. So anyway, sorry Connie, but you're the runner-up, and you're still #1 in my book, even though Kim is like she is my blood sister, because when we were like 12, we poked a hole in our finger and stuck them together. So, sorry, but you are first runner-up, and you're still #1 in my book, okay? Just another little side note, my boss has 2 baby raccoons. They're not babies. I mean, they're not babies. Their mom has gone off and left them, and they're big enough to take care of themselves, but they're living in her tree, and I am trying desperately to get a picture of them or something. So I think I'm going to take my big camera down there tonight and try to capture some pictures, because I tried with my cell phone last night and it was too grainy. But they don't start poking their cute little heads out until dusk-ish. I think I'll go up and get on her deck and I'll be more even with them. But yeah, we know all the risk of having raccoons. I talked to a friend of mine about removing them, and he said if you hire anyone to trap them, they have to be euthanized by Georgia law. So we're not going to call anybody about them as long as they stay in the tree hole and mind their own business and don't become absolute raving, rabid, whatever, lunatics. Then we're just going to leave them be. Rabid? Yeah, sure. Anyway, hold on just a second. Gracie, are you my pretty girl? Can you roll around and show them how beautiful you are? Oh my goodness, I'm so sleepy. Oh, she's so sleepy, but she's so beautiful. Oh, she's so beautiful. Can you show him how beautiful you are? Can you roll over and show him your beautiful belly? Gracie's a pretty girl, even though she's mean as a snake. Oh, well, okay, that was quick. And then there's the other one. She's sound asleep. Okay, we are now officially done with this video. I hope you have had a great day. I hope you have a great 4th of July. I mean, I'm sure I'll post a video because y'all know I can't stay away. But anyway, enjoy the... Would you please stop? I'm sorry, she's trying to knock stuff off the couch because she's so precious. So precious, aren't you? Anyway, I love you. Jesus loves you. We hope he's coming back soon. And we'll talk to you on the next Tracy Tries. Okay? Did you hang up yet? Okay. Okay, bye. I'm hanging up. Okay, bye. Okay, bye.